My ex showed up at 11 p.m. threatening to sue me, but my daughter pulled out her recording. 6 months ago, my wife Kathy walked out on me and our 14-year-old daughter. I found texts on her phone showing she'd been in a secret relationship with my business partner Leon for 3 years. When I confronted her, she didn't deny it. She said she was done hiding and she was leaving. I begged her to slow down and try counseling. She shrugged and said she only married me because she got pregnant and didn't want to be alone. She said she tried to love me, but it never worked, and now she wanted Leon. The divorce happened fast. She didn't ask for alimony or the house, just a split of assets so she could leave. Leon sold his shares back to me, and within weeks the two of them moved to Boston for Kathy's new job. My daughter broke in a way I'd never seen. Her mom didn't call, didn't visit, didn't even text happy birthday. She still had partial custody on paper, but my kid refused to go, and I didn't force her. We were slowly building a new normal, the two of us, one day at a time. Then last Tuesday at 11 p.m., someone started pounding on our door like it was an emergency. My daughter ran into the hall and grabbed my arm. "Dad, please don't open it." I told her to stay behind me, and I cracked the door anyway. It was Kathy, hair a mess, eyes wild, breathing hard. She didn't say hello. She started yelling from the porch that she was going to sue me and ruin me for what I'd done to her. I stared at her and said, "Kathy, what are you talking about?" My daughter's fingers dug into the back of my shirt, and I could feel her shaking. Kathy's perfume hit me, and it made my stomach turn because it was the same one she wore to my daughter's school events. She snapped, "Don't play dumb," and rolled up her sleeve. There was a fresh bandage on her forearm with red seeping through. She waved a folded stack of papers like they were legal documents and said her lawyer friend already told her what to file. She kept demanding my address for Leon, my business records, anything she could use, and every question felt like a punch. I asked if she'd called the police or gone to the hospital, and she snapped that she didn't trust anyone here because I'd poisoned people against her. She leaned in and hissed that if I didn't admit it, she'd tell everyone I drove her away and ruined her career. She said Leon had changed after the move. He blamed her for leaving my company, for losing money, for working under his cousin who talked down to him. She said they'd been fighting every night, and he'd been getting nastier, saying cruel stuff, slamming doors. 2 nights ago, she said he snapped and threw a heavy glass vase at her head. She ducked, but it shattered and cut her arm bad enough for stitches. She said she packed a bag, took the first flight back, grabbed a rental car, and came straight here. Then she pointed at me like I was the villain, and said I knew Leon was like this, and I hid it to get revenge. She said she did me a favor by not taking half the business, so I owed her protection now. I told her the truth. I had no clue. Leon was calm around me for years. He never even raised his voice at work. She didn't listen. She talked over me, louder and louder, saying, "You had to know something." A neighbor's light came on across the street, and Kathy still didn't lower her voice. She tried to step toward the doorway, and I shifted to block her. Kathy kept going, accusing me of setting her up, accusing me of trying to control her, like she was rewriting history in real time. Behind me, my daughter stayed quiet, and that quiet felt sharp. Then my daughter stepped forward into the porch light, holding up her phone. Her face was pale, but her voice was steady and cold. "Mom," she said, "I recorded you the night you left." Kathy froze. My daughter said, "I recorded you telling Dad you never loved him. I recorded you saying you only married him because you got pregnant and were scared to be alone." Kathy's mouth opened, but nothing came out. My daughter kept going. "I recorded you laughing about how desperate he looked when he begged you to stay." She lifted the phone higher. "And I recorded you saying you wasted years pretending to care about this family." Kathy shook her head fast, like a kid caught lying. My daughter said, "I also recorded you calling me an accident that ruined your 20s." Kathy's face drained, and for the first time all night she was quiet. My daughter tapped her screen once. "Should I post it right now?" Kathy looked from the phone to me, like I was supposed to stop my kid. My daughter didn't move. "Or you can turn around, get in your car, and never contact either of us again." Kathy stood there, hands clenched, breathing hard, trying to find a threat that would work. Then her shoulders dropped. She stepped back, turned, and hurried off the porch. She jumped into the rental car, started it, and drove away without saying a word. Now people are saying I should have protected her. Was I wrong to stay quiet?